We have actually been trading with the scalpers, and we had over under scalpers, even odd scalpers. Right now we have rise and fall scalpers. So I want us to give a try that is on the fall markets. How do you go about it? So you just need to get on RI traders, then backtest, see how best it performs. So how do you get on RI traders? It's very simple. Just get on your browser and just type RI traders like that. Yeah. Then just search RI traders. Then load these, yeah, and you'll actually see how it actually opens. Very simple, very easy. An alternative, you can also take this link ritraders.co.ke and just paste on your browser or type on your browser, then just log in. So in case you have a Deriv account, you just need to log in. In case you don't have one, just sign up to create your trading account. So I'll just log in like that. So once you log in, of course you have to authorize. My account is already authorized to execute, to take trades. That is on RI Traders. Then the next thing we're gonna do is now we can proceed to trade execution. Yeah. So if in case you have these new Deriv accounts, or of course this will be your landing page. So you just need to scroll. We have this robot you call the scalper. This one. Just load it like that. And the market that I want us to trade is the fall market, so we'll actually use the fall scalper. So just load it. So that is how we do it for those who have new Deriv accounts. But in case you have those old Deriv accounts, how do you go about it? The moment you log in on RI Traders and you are actually under the advanced RI, of course this is your landing page. So you just need to click select bot, then load the fall scalper. Okay, now let's do the setup. Let's do the setup, execute the trades. So just open this part for the global shared stop trading option. The maximum consecutive losses you can take is 4. That one is okay. The target profit and stop loss guard, I'm gonna set up a stop loss. I'll only be risking half of these accounts, 2000. I'll actually be doing a stake of like 150. Then the risk manager, I'll do a stake of 150. We'll only be targeting that is 500 USD. Okay, ndio hiyo tuna close up. So you need to set up the stop trading option, target profit and stop loss guard, the risk manager, only that. The next thing I'll do, I'll also need to make some adjustment here. I'll click market one. You can actually see we are trading on multiple volatilities. These are the trade definitions. We are trading fall. So I'll go to this part for the strategy logic, and I'll actually adjust this condition to 4. So what this means, if the last 4 ticks the market is a rise, yeah, the robot will automatically execute a trade on fall. Yeah, so that's the condition that you're actually applying with an instant recovery of 1. If you go to post signal sequence, you can actually see we are using instant recovery of 1. That means this robot will only try to make a recovery only once. In case it fails, the robot will switch to a different volatility and wait for a fresh entry. You can actually see that condition. It will switch the volatility only if we hit 2 consecutive losses. So the next thing I'll do is just click start and let's hope for the best. So the robot will actually do scalping. Of course, we'll actually see everything happening. Let me set dark mode like that for better view. I don't know if this is a better view. Can we say this is a better view? Okay, let's use the light mode. So the robot will actually, the disadvantage of working with four ticks, like the condition that we just did adjustment here, it can take a bit of time to execute. But one sure thing is it always delivers. Even if you hit on a loss, there is always instant recoveries that helps you recover instantly. Okay, so let's take another trade. So the robot is actually checking for that condition, like if the market is on a rise for 4 consecutive ticks, yeah, then the robot will proceed to executing a trade on fall. Yeah, in case for loss, it applies instant recovery. Just check. Yo. Okay. It's all right. Those are 3 trades, 2 wins and just 1 loss. Ndio hiyo ingine, it's a win. Currently at a profit of $340. You can actually see how it's actually performing. So it's better if you adjust that condition from 3 to 4. Okay, the good thing is if in case you are trading with a condition that is when it's actually 3, it's easier. The robot will can actually be able to execute those trades so fast, because finding that condition like 3 rise the market rises 3 times. Yeah, that one is easier to spot. But if once you set the condition a bit tighter, like 4, it can take a bit of time, and you're gonna stay in the market for quite some time. But the good thing is, like trading with the 4 is a bit more effective. Let's take one last trade. I think in case we make a win on this, we should hit our target profit. Should we? I don't think so. Okay, we are targeting for 500 USD. I think we need like 2 more trades, and you can actually see so far how the progress is. So the robot is looking for 4 consecutive rise, then execute the trades in reverse. This is what we call reverse trading psychology. Actually, that's what we are applying, because we are waiting for the market to rise 4 consecutive times. If the market rises 4 consecutive times, the highest possibility for that market is to go on a fall, and that's the basic trading market psychology that you're actually applying. Just check, we have taken 6 trades, 4 wins and just 2 losses. And how are we doing it? Just check here. So we say the only part you're supposed to set up is a stop trading option. Of course, there's a 4 maximum consecutive losses. Of course, I always recommend 4. Let's close that. We have this part for the target profit and stop loss guard. I set up your stop loss right there. Then you have the risk manager. Of course, this is where you set up your stake and the martingale. Okay, let me close that. Then if you go to market 1, market volatilities, these are the volatilities that you are actually working on. We are actually using multiple volatilities, and the robot will only switch the volatilities in case you hit 2 consecutive losses. That's when it will switch to a different one. Okay, then if you go to trade definitions, you can actually see your trading fall. Then if you go to the strategy that you're actually applying, this is a condition. If the last 4 digits are rise, then execute a trade on. If the last 4, like if the market rises 4 times, the robot will execute a trade on fall. It's that simple. Then we are actually working with an instant recovery of 1, meaning in case of a loss, the robot will apply instant recovery, yeah, before switching to a different volatility. Something that you need to do, you guys, you need to join RI Traders community. It's very simple to join RI Traders community, so that at least anytime you're actually dropping these updates, you can always find them on time. So it's very simple. Just click this icon, then join our WhatsApp channel and our Telegram channel. Anytime we drop these updates, you'll always find them. But now, if you don't join don't join my community, yeah, it will always take a bit of time before you get these updates. Like right now, you can actually see the scalper is out. By the time you are getting it, you are getting the scalper, it has been in use for like a week. People are like imeshazoea market, Deriv wameshai-monitor kidogo. People have started incurring some losses. But if you are the first people to actually use it, you'll always make profit. Sawa. Because I'll always make sure that every week at least I release something new. So make sure you join my community. So if you check out here, you can actually see we took 6 trades, 4 wins and just 2 losses. It's very simple, yeah. But of course, you know our goal was to hit a target profit of 500 USD. So that means we still need to take 1 more trade. Just 1 more, 4 consecutive rise, then the robot executes a trade on fall. So the robot is actually looking for that condition. No, it's a win. And currently we are at 558 US dollars. What else do you need in life? Life is very easy if you just take it easy. 1 last trade, we get the account to see that is over 600 USD. No, it's a win. Currently at 681 US dollars. So we can stop at that. I'd actually done another trade still on I think on fall. I'd actually made probably I think around 700. We have done this one around 681. I'll take another trade on lies, or I do another like 500. By the end of the day, we're gonna leave this market with more than 1500 US dollars. That's how you do it in trading. Risk management should always apply. Now, this is the advantage of good stake, because you just need to take a few contracts, you make a lot of money. Just check, we only took 8 contracts, won 6, lost 2, closed at a profit of 681 USD. It's very simple. Just get on RI Traders, backtest, see how best it actually performs. In case you have any question, you can always reach out in my DM. The number is always on the bio.